What's up YouTube, Cap over here and welcome to the Cap side. Today I apologize if you hear any cars outside as it is a warm day and I'm pretty hot in my apartment, so I opened up the window. So apologies for that. Today I'm also going to bring you a preseason battle with Joey, aka the owner of the Minnesota Eon Twins. And that's right, there's two. So with that, I'm going to bring in the Rotom Heat, Spritzy, Gudra, Electivire, Trevenant, and the Mega Aggron. As I see, his Mega is probably the Mega Houndoom. I could be wrong, but it could be the Mega Slowpoke. That's a thing, apparently. So, seeing his team, I thought the Registeel would open up as it is the most likely candidate. So with that, I just sort of led off with my Rotom Heat. And Rotom Heat is the choice spec, so that apple pie has a little extra punch in it. Stainless is gonna appear, so my prediction was right. That's really awesome. And Apple's gonna come up here. He's like, "Yo man, what's up? How's it going? I'm just chilling on the balcony. Got that nice apple pie." But Stainless doesn't fall for his tricks, and he's actually gonna send out Cerberus, which I wasn't aware had Flash Fire at the time. So Cerberus took that dinner, and then he took the dessert, and then he just sort of left. So that sucks a bit, but I do have my Spritzy, as Spritzy is the Pokemon that can take anything this thing wants to dish out, as it is resistant to Dark and Fire, and is pretty bulky. Plus, she's Spritzy. Spritzy is a pretty adorable Pokemon, as Spritzy eats this right up, even an Insecret too. So, Spritzy, you're way too bulky, like, calm down. A Stainless is going to appear once again, and I'm just going to go for the Wish, as if this thing wanted to attack me, I could scout out how much damage it would do, and I will get the Wish off. So, all in all, it wasn't a bad move on my part, but the Stealth Rocks are gonna come in, which sucks because I don't like dealing with Stealth Rocks, as he once again scouts what I'm going to do. And over here, I did burn myself once going for a fire attack. I don't want to do it again, so I was really wary of Cerberus and didn't want to jump into that. So I go for the Leech Seed again, land it, and I will get some of his yummy HP right back to Trevenant. And Trevenant's enjoying that little HP. A little bit. Doesn't heal him, but he just enjoys it for laughing giggles. I switch on out, as that's not a good situation to be in with Trevenant against a Houndoom, a Mega Houndoom that is. As I'm just going to go into Raspberry to take whatever this thing wants to deal with, as it goes for a Dark Pulse, and it does a lot of damage considering this Gudra is Assault Vested, and it's a Gudra, and Assault Vested. So I'm going to take some of that Leech Seed HP and put it back right where it's going to be helpful for me, not for him, as Hercules comes on out, and Hercules is a beast. He's got a couple of arms, a little extra, so he's got a little extra hands to help out his cause. As Avocado, I vote, is the most one that's likely going to take anything this thing wants to deal with. I didn't figure he'd go for the knockoff over here, but misprediction on my part. Luckily I live by 6, it doesn't matter. And Avocado goes down, which really sucks because I needed Avocado to deal with that Stainless. So this is the switch I should have made, right into Watermelon, and he withdraws just because my thing is a Watermelon. Watermelon's a beast. As Paulina, nice Hayden reference right there, nice and Hayden. As I'm just gonna Mega Evolve, turn into a big Tower of Terror once again. Maybe I should name this thing Tower of Terror just because I do call it that a lot. As I go for a Thunder Wave, thinking that anything that comes in doesn't want to take a Thunder Wave, plus if the Machamp wants to stay in, Thunder Wave would not benefit it, as I do set up my Stealth Rocks, because, you know, Stealth Rocks are a thing, and no one enjoys stepping on rocks. I don't, no one. So I send out my V, as V is the candidate that is most likely going to take whatever this thing wants to dish, plus if it's got the Toxic, I can just aromatherapy my way on out of there. So I'm going to go for the Wish. V needs to go to the spa. V's had a long day. She needs her little self-love. So he's going to go for the Toxic, as Paulina doesn't appreciate V's spa day. you know, B spa day off, it ain't a thing for Paulina. So I'm just gonna get my aromatherapy. You know, you got the wish up, you might as well get the aromatherapy off. At this point, we could play this game forever, for as long as we want. Scald, Toxic, Wish, aromatherapy, and I would essentially run out of moves until I had to go for an attack, which did cross my mind. Maybe I could get that special attack drop, but I'm not about that life. That life ain't about me. So he's just gonna go for another Toxic, as at this point I do need to set up for the Pokemon that is gonna come in next, just in case it takes any damage, plus the rocks will deal additional damage. So I do get my Wish off, and I'm just gonna switch into my Raspberry, as Raspberry can eat up a Scald any day of the week. Any day that starts with Y, which is all the days. Every single day. So he does make a switch too, and Caesar comes on out, and Caesar is the Nidoking. I'm okay with this just because Nidoking is quite the scary Pokemon to deal with. And at this point, he withdraws because he doesn't like the matchup, and goes into Stainless once again. Stainless walls a decent amount of my Pokemon, which sucks because he does do the work here, taking all those hits. If one Pokemon definitely walled me and carried the team on his back, it's Stainless, that's right. 5-6 feet full of carrying. Stainless is not a tall Pokemon, but he's doing the work of 10 Pokemon. As I'm just going to bring up my Watermelon. Watermelon can take any damage this thing wants to deal with. And he just goes for an Iron Head. So it is revealed that this thing has Iron Head, Stealth Rocks, and Protect, as I've seen multiple times. As he goes for a Protect once more, seeing what I want to do. Not a bad move on his part. He keeps getting his lefties, and Stainless will look nice and healthy. There we go. I finally got that sentence out of my mouth. And he's just going to withdraw. Stainless is looking good as Paulina comes through, and Paulina will take some rock damage and take this Earthquake. And I didn't know what this thing had, so I just went for an Iron Head just to scout. You know, let's see what it has. But it reveals over here that it has the Rocky Head. And I'm like, well, snap, I can't go for the Iron Para. That's right, that's a thing. I'm making it a thing. So I switch on out of there. This situation is not suitable for me, as Raspberry does enjoy taking anything this thing wants to do. So Raspberry comes on out, as he's just gonna slack off. He's like, you know what, Raspberry's here, time to take a break, get out the good old lunch, Subway, yeah dog, yeah. He's taking the train back to home. That's the Subway, not the food. So he's just gonna go for the Side Shock, revealing that he does have the Side Shock, and Raspberry's not going to enjoy that, as I should have just gone for the Thunderbolt. I was predicting a switch to a Northern, but Vision's 2020, and I should have done that, and I'm completely blind. So my vision ain't 2020. It's more like blah. So Nidoking's going to come on out again, and I figured if I were to go for a Thunderbolt, the Nidoking could come in, but the Dragon Pulse would take out Paulina from that range and deal any damage deal more damage as the deal damage on anything that wants to come in. There we go. Somehow words are not coming out of my mouth as proper as I'd like to. So I'm going to take out the Caesar, as he did do an Ice Beam on me. It doesn't do a lot, but this Dragon Pulse will make Nidoking faint. That's right, Nidoking, you're throneless once again. As Hercules is going to come on through, and Hercules has been putting in the work against me, and I'm not fond of what this Hercules has been doing, as I hope Watermelon could take a couple hits from this beast of a Pokemon, as he's just gonna go for the Dynamic Punch, and it'll confuse me, which sucks, but I don't think I can take another Dynamic Punch, as this thing will not miss. So that's really unfortunate for me. I'm not at a real ideal situation at this point of the battle. I lost my physical wall, and Riberry will outspeed this thing, luckily, as Machamp speed is quite sluggish. You know, he does a lot of lifting but doesn't do a lot of cardio, and that tells you a lot. You gotta do your cardio when you work out, guys. So Cerberus comes on through, and I thought I could outspeed this thing because I thought I was choice scarfed, but as you can see over here, I am not choice scarfed. and he does get the burn, and I'm just gonna go for an earthquake. So I'm actually choice banded, and I do take out the Cerberus, and maybe the choice band did help to push that HP bar a bit, as I'm just gonna dwindle down to 1. And I'm also locked into earthquake, so Knight Rider comes on through, and I can't do anything to this, so I'm like, well, he can just do whatever he wants, but he goes for the U-turn. He wants to get that right Pokemon out on the field, as the Pokemon I do have left doesn't match up well against his team, and a lot of things have to go my way. So this guy comes on in, and we can see that no fingerprints are on this Bella right here. Like, he's been in this battle since day 1, and not a single print was found upon Stainless, as you know, Stainless is keeping shiny, nice and shiny. Stainless Steel ain't nothing to laugh at. So Stainless Steel is gonna go for another protect, and just get that bit of leftover damage. Once again, it does rack up, because he's been in this battle for a long time, and he's just been getting lefties. So Stainless is doing quite the work as he withdraws once again, and I figured Overheat should take down Paulina, and I was hoping it would take down anything that came in, so I just go for an Overheat, and it does take out the Paulina, barely by the squeak of Paulina's teeth. It takes him out. So Apple is looking pretty good here, as I am at -2 on special attack, but this thing is choice spec, so I'm pretty happy about that. I do need Apple to take out Stainless, and I opted that Raspberry should be the one to get sacked, and if he does go for any attack, then I can switch my Spritzy in and do that up. So Raspberry will faint. He does land the Hurricane. That sucks, but V comes on through, and I'm like, V, you can take 1 Hurricane, and you just gotta hit a Moonblast, and you'll be looking pretty good. You'll be looking pretty fine. As I do take the Hurricane quite well, really good, but I'm confused, and the birds are as big as V, and she hits herself just because, well, that's really scary when you have birds as big as you, and she will go down to poison. So sorry, V, you had too much time at the spot, and you just got a bit lazy at the end. So at this point, I debated on whether to go for my Volt Switch or Overheat, as Overheat could, because I knew I would be at -2 when the Registeel came in, and it does take out the Northern by just a bit. Like, this just choice spec Rotom is putting in some work, but essentially this is the matchup that you do want at the end of a battle. But I'm just gonna go for another Overheat, and I'm like, you know what, 3, 4, I have 3, 4 PPs left. I think I had 3, and that was, now I'm at 2, and I'm like, you know what, I can take him out, because yeah, if he doesn't, right, it's a thing. I'm at -4, but I could take out the Stainless, as he shows me that he has a protect, and I'm like, oh snap, 1 PP left, and I gotta hope I get max damage, or this just takes it out, because Stainless, or my Apple, is modest and gonna do some damage. But we see over here that it doesn't, and there's no point of spoiling it, or no point of keeping a secret. I have no more PP left. That's right, this is going to be a struggling Apple. You know, after you deliver so many apple pies, you get a bit tired, and the oven's gotta get inspected, you gotta take it to the warranty, and you know, you gotta deal with all of that. So the struggle was real over here, and this pretty much summarized my whole battle. This struggle was real. I have no moves left, and I was like, maybe struggle will take it out, but we can see over here that all the leftover damage that he racked up throughout the whole battle actually did matter. So really good move, or really good planning by Joseph, owner of the Minnesota Eon Twins, as he gets this battle with a narrow 1-0. So really good battle, Joey. This win was totally yours. Like, don't take in consideration you brought an OU Pokemon, because you did outplay me. You simply outplayed me. Like, you brought in every Pokemon when they needed to be brought in, and Stainless just walled the heck out of me. Like, I had no answer to that. So really good battle. I can't wait till we have our rematch in the RBL or we have another preseason battle. I'm not gonna get struggled once again. That wasn't even a PvE stall. I just simply didn't pay attention. So I have learned something from here. I have learned quite a bit from this battle. So with that, we have drafted 2 Pokemon in the RBL, because breaking the fourth wall right here. I'm recording on Sunday, and this video should be coming out either on Monday or Tuesday. So we have drafted the Superior and the Gudra, so they're paired up with the Mega Charizard X, so that's really exciting. Check out Prump's side of the channel. He's got some interesting things as he did draft. He got the first pick, so he's drafted quite a powerful team. So I'm sorry, I'm babbling here, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Subscribe, like, follow, Twitter, eat some food, drink some water, do whatever you want, and enjoy the sunny day, because it's really sunny here. And you guys have yourself a very nice day. And this is Cat signing off. Farsight takes out a really bulky Pokemon and is looking pretty good on his debut. So
Nick's nickname game is strong. Aura Sphere goes off and does a decent amount of damage.